Hey everyone, Jace with a complete tutorial on a vault toilet with 2 stalls that are scaled for minifigures. Let's get started. Let's begin the construction with a 1x8 flat tile. Place it on the bottom and forward studs from the left. Take 2 1x2 jumper plates. Place one on the left and one on the right. Take another 1x2 jumper plate, place it right in the middle and above the 1x8 flat tile. Followed by a 2x2 flat tile and another 1x2 jumper plate. Let's fill in both sides of the areas with 6 2x4 flat tiles. So there will be 3 on the left and 3 on the right. Now, let's skip 1 stud. Let's place 2 more 2x4 flat tiles. We have 2 studs in the center. Let's place 2 more 2x4 flat tiles on the left and 2 on the right. Let's set down 2 2x2 jumper plates right above the 2x4 flat tiles. And in the remaining areas, 4 1x2 flat tiles. Now let's set down 1 2x6 plate right in the middle, followed by a 2x3 plate. Now, let's drop down a 1x8 plate, followed by 2 more 1x8 plates, one on the left and one on the right of the tiles. Let's finish up these 2 corners with 2 1x2x2 corner plates. Let's set down another 1x8 plate right in the back and in the center. Let's place down a 1x4 plate right on top of the previous 1x8 plate. Now take 2 2x2 by 1x2 angle bricks. Place them like so on both sides of the 1x4 plate. Let's finish off this area with 4 1x2 slopes. Let's construct the bottom portion of the toilet with 2 1x2x3 arched window. Let's set it in like so. Let's place another one on the right. Now, take 2 1x1 Technic brick. Let's place one on the left, right on top of the jumper plate, and one on the right. Finally, take 2 life buoys. Place them right inside of the Technic brick. These are going to be the toilet seats. Let's begin the wall construction, starting with 1 1x2 brick. Place it on this center jumper plate. Take 2 1x1 bricks, place one on the left jumper plate and one on the right. followed by a third 1x1 brick. Place it on this jumper plate. Let's take another 1x2 brick, place it right behind the 1x1 brick. Let's construct both the left and right walls, beginning with two 1x1 bricks. Place one on the left and one on the right. Set down two 1x2 profile bricks right next to the 1x1 bricks. Now place two 1x4 profile bricks. To finish up the back part, take two more 1x2 profile bricks. For the back, let's fill in these two areas with two 1x2 bricks. Let's crown off the top of the angular bricks with two 1x2 plates. Now let's fill in this area with a 1x4 brick. Finally, set down a 2x8 brick in between both stalls. Take one 1x4 plate, place it right above the 1x1 and 1x2, followed by a 1x2 brick right on top of the 1x4 plate. Place another 1x2 brick right behind the previous 1x2 brick. Take four more 1x4 profile bricks. Place two on the left and two on the right. In the center, let's place down a 2x2 brick. Take two 1x1 angular bricks, place one on the left hand side and one on the right hand side. A 1x2 brick, followed by two more 1x1 angular bricks. Place one on the left and one on the right. To fill in this area, a 2x3 brick. For the back, let's set down a 1x4 brick right in the center. Take four 1x1 bricks with knobs. Let's place two on the right and two on the left. Place down two 1x1 bricks, one on the left and one on the right. Let's attach two jumper plates on the bricks with knobs. Finally, let's crown off these jumper plates with two studs. Now let's make a toilet paper holder. Take a 1x1 round brick and a tap. Place the tap on one end. Let's take the other end and set it in loose and set both sides down on top of the angular bricks. It will lock together. Let's construct the other toilet paper holder. The construction is the same as the previous. Now let's take a 1x2 plate and a 1x2 Technic brick with one hole. Place the Technic brick on top of the 1x2 plate, followed by another 1x2 plate on top of the Technic brick. Let's place a Technic pin inside of the Technic brick, followed by a 1x1 Technic brick. Let's place it right in this T intersection. This is going to lock these two walls together. Let's set down a 2x8 brick right in the center. Let's place a 1x2 brick in the rear. Now let's take two 1x4 profile bricks. Place them in the rear. Let's set down two 1x2 profile bricks. One on the left and one on the right. Let's fill in these two areas with two 1x4 profile bricks. Finally, to fill in the last areas with two 1x2 profile bricks. Let's attach a toilet seat cover to this stud with a 2x2 flat tile. A little centering is needed. There we go. Now let's continue to the fourth row, starting with two 2x4 bricks. Place them right on top of the 2x8 brick. Let's set down a 1x2 brick right in the middle. Let's finish up the top row of the profile bricks with 6 1x4 profile bricks. Place two in the rear, two on the left, and two on the right. We have a nice brick pattern on both sides and on the rear. Let's continue the fifth row with a 2x8 brick. Place it on the center divider. A 2x4 brick for the sixth row. Place a 1x2x2 corner brick right here, followed by a 1x1 brick with one knob. Let's finish up this corner with a 2x2 brick. Let's take two 1x2 bricks, set one on top of another, and set it in this area. Let's repeat the process on the rear with two more 1x2 bricks. Now, let's take 10 1x2x2 windows with glass. Let's set them on top of the profile bricks. We need to have lots of light inside the vault toilet. Let's take two 1x1x5 columns, place one on the left and one on the right. You can also stick 1x1 bricks in there as well. Let's take two more 1x1x5 column bricks. Place one on the left and one on the right. The bathroom does need some doors. So let's take a 1x4x6 frame and a door that fits inside of a 1x4x6 frame. Pop the door in and take a stud and place it on the door for a doorknob. Set the door down like so. Let's take another door. Let's place the handle on the opposite side and set a stud on the door for a doorknob. You want the doors swinging open so they can hit against the center divider. Let's lock the top of the doors with a 1x10 plate. Let's start locking in the top of the vault toilet with plates. Let's take 8 1x2x2 corner plates. Place them in the corners. We don't want the walls to fall in, do we? Also, these do lock in the 1x1x5 column bricks as well. It's a bit overkill. That's better to be safe than sorry, right? Let's fill in this area with a 2x6 plate. Let's place a 1x6 plate on the left and another 1x6 plate on the right. Let's fill in the remaining 4 areas with 4 1x2 plates. Let's add some flat tiles on the top. Let's start with 4 1x8 flat tiles. Let's start with 2 in the center. Let's place the third one on the left and the last 1x8 flat tile on the right. Let's set down 2 1x6 flat tiles on the top, starting with one on the left, leaving a 1x stud opening. Let's place one on the opposite corner on the top right. Let's finish up the top with 2 1x4 flat tiles. Place one on the top left and on the bottom right. Now fill in the 4 areas with 4 1x1 plates. These are going to be used to help support the top. Now for the brick with knob, let's place a spider. Why not? You usually find spiders in vault toilets anyways. Let's construct the front dividers for the vault toilet, starting with a 1x8 plate and a 1x3 plate. Place them end to end. Let's take a 1x4 Palisade brick, place it on the right, but we lock the 1x8 and 1x3 plates together. Take another 1x4 Palisade, skip one stud, and place it on the left. Let's take 2 1x1 bricks, place them on the left and right hand sides. Now let's set down a 1x3 brick in this opening. Take 2 more 1x4 Palisade bricks, place them on the previous row of Palisade bricks. Let's set down 2 1x1 bricks on both left and right. Finally, a 1x4 brick in the middle. Let's place a 1x8 plate on the right to lock this section together, and a 1x3 plate on the left. Let's place 2 1x4 flat tiles right above the Palisade bricks. In this opening, let's set down a 1x4 plate. Now, place a 1x3 plate right above the 1x4, followed by a 1x2 plate to fill in that area. Let's place 2 1x1 plates on the left and right hand side. Now let's set the divider on top of the 3 studs and on the bottom portion of the divider wall. Everything should lock in nice. Let's place 2 1x4 bricks in the center, right on top of one another. Let's take 2 1x1 round bricks, place them on top of one another, and set them on the 3 remaining studs. Let's make 2 more. Set 1 unit on the left and 1 unit on the right. Let's construct a header, starting with a 1x8 plate and a 1x3 plate. Place them end to end. Let's lock the 2 plates together with a 1x4 flat tile. Skip 1 stud, set down another 1x4 flat tile. Let's put 2 1x1 flat tiles on the ends. Let's take a 1x4 plate and a 1x4 flat tile. Place the flat tile on top of the 1x4 plate where we have a 1 stud overhang. Set inside this area, followed by a 1x1 flat tile. There's our header. Let's set the header on top of the post and on the center divider. It does go down very easily. Everything is locked in. Let's construct the roof. Let's begin the construction with a 2x8 plate and a 1x2x2 corner plate. Place them like so. Take a 2x4 slope. Place it on the corner plate and on the end of the 2x8 plate to lock everything together. Let's slip in a 1x6 plate in this opening. Let's set down a 1x2 Palisade brick on the left, followed by a 1x4 Palisade brick. Let's slip another 1x6 plate, set down a 1x4 Palisade brick on top of the 1x6 plate. Let's set down a 1x2x2 corner plate and a 2x8 plate. Set them around the remaining stud. Let's lock it all together with a 2x4 slope. Let's take two 2x2 slopes, place one on the left and one on the right, followed by two 2x3 slopes. Let's slide this off to the side. Take a 1x2x2 corner plate and a 2x4 plate. Place them as shown. Let's take a 2x8 slope. Place it on top of the assembly. Let's slip a 1x6 plate underneath, followed by another 1x6 plate on the right hand side. Let's drop this assembly down to lock everything together. Let's build one for the right hand side with a 1x2x2 corner plate and a 2x4 plate. Another 2x8 slope. Let's attach a 1x6 plate in this opening and a 1x8 plate right next to the 2x4 plate. Let's drop this down like so. Let's lock this joint together with a 1x8 brick. Fill that area in with a 1x2 brick. On the left, let's set down a 1x2 Palisade brick, followed by two 1x4 Palisade bricks. Let's take two 1x4 Palisade bricks, skip two studs, set one on the left and one on the right. In the middle, take a 1x8 brick, place it in the center. On the bottom, take two more 1x4 Palisade bricks, place them like the first row. Now let's use two 2x2 slopes, place them on the top. Now let's set down two 2x8 slopes. Two 2x4 slopes. Finally, two 2x3 slopes. Let's put together the third row, starting with a 1x2 Palisade brick and a 1x4 Palisade brick. Skip two studs and set down the 1x2, followed by the 1x4 Palisade brick. Let's place a 1x6 brick on top of the 1x8 brick. On the bottom, let's set down a 1x2 Palisade brick on the left, followed by a 1x4 Palisade brick on the right. Let's begin the third row of slopes, starting with two 2x4 slopes. Let's add some skylights to the top of the roof. Take two 2x2 transparent slopes. Place them on the left. Take two more 2x2 slopes that are transparent. Place them on the right. Set down two 2x3 slopes right next to the transparent slopes. Two 2x2 slopes right next to the 2x3s. And two 2x4 slopes on the bottom. Let's start the fourth row with a 1x4 Palisade brick. Place it right in the center. So let's set down a 1x4 brick in the middle. On the bottom, place another 1x4 Palisade brick. Let's begin with the slopes, starting with two 2x4 slopes. Let's set down 4 more 2x2 transparent slopes, starting with 2 on the left and 2 on the right. This is going to put in a lot of light. Let's set down 2 2x4 slopes right next to the skylights. Let's set down 2 2x2 slopes right next to the previous 2x4s. Finally, 2 2x3 slopes. Let's set down a 1x2 brick right in the center and 2 1x2 Palisade bricks for the bottom and top. Let's start the 5th row with 2 2x2 slopes. Let's lock in the skylights with 2 2x8 slopes. This is very critical to push from underneath. We don't want these to cave in. Just have to work it in slowly. Let's proceed with 2 2x3 slopes. And let's finish this up with 2 2x4 slopes. Everything is secure. Now let's close this opening up, starting with 2 2x4 slopes. That one didn't want to go down. Let's proceed with 2 2x8 slopes. You always have to take your time with roofs. Sometimes the slopes don't want to cooperate. Place 2 2x2 slopes, followed by 2 2x3 slopes. Let's add a ridge to the roof, starting with a 1x2 slope, which is called a ridge cap, I believe. Place a 2x2 plate right next to the ridge cap, a 2x2 ridge slope, a 2x4 ridge slope, another 2x4 ridge slope, followed by the last 2x4 ridge slope. Now let's make an exhaust for the roof. Take a 2x2 by 2 nose cone, set it on top, place 2 1x1 bricks on top of one another, and set it on top of the large nose cone. Let's take a shaft that is approximately 5 to 6 studs long, slip it right down inside the hole. This will help strengthen up the 1x1 round bricks. Let's set the last 1x1 round brick on the top to hide the shaft. There we have a sturdy roof to put on top of the vault toilet. Setting the roof on top of the structure is easy. Let's line it up. Press down. It does lock in place. Seamless construction. It is scaled for minifigures. So Jay the Surfer can relieve himself after a day of surfing. The vault toilet will be perfect for any Lego park, Lego campground, or for a Lego city. Thank you for watching.